welcome to our presentation this morning. What a gorgeous day. Let me get everything pulled up here. If you're a guest here today, could you grab but I am going to be giving you a lot of information, and I don't want you to miss anything. Elaine from San Jose, California. Elaine, I grew up in Morgan Hill, California. Rode my horse to school. Graduated from Live Oak High School. So you're in my backyard, my old backyard. Hugo, it's great to see you. I hope everything is working fine on your end. I just got the message from Deja. Guys, we're live streaming this presentation today, just so everybody knows, into a very big meeting in South Africa. So I hope, Hugo, give me the thumbs up. You've got the screen. We're all good to go. I hope. All right. My name is Ruth Main, and I hail from the great state of Washington here in the United States, and I'd like to welcome everybody from around the globe this morning. As you know, you are here to take witness to a business opportunity. You've been invited to check this out, and what I know is going to happen today is that you're going to be very, very excited. We have a lot going on with this business opportunity, and it's not like anything you've ever seen before. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I'm not going to talk long, about 30 to 40 minutes is all, but there is a ton of information that we want to share with you. I want to ask you, what if I could show you over the next little bit how you could become part of a community that allows you to use and share innovative products and services in a way that's privileged and cost effective? And what if that allowed you to earn money every single time someone picked up a smartphone? In fact, what if it allowed you to earn enough money that you could change your lifestyle? Enjoy the freedom to travel or live life on your own terms, make the decisions you want to make and go where you want to go. You know, live life at your own pace, dedicating your time to the people you love and your passions. This is a reality. There's an innovative and revolutionary business opportunity that is already changing the lives of hundreds of thousands of people from all around the globe. We've got people in here today from the United States, from Canada, from Africa, from Norway, from South Korea. Just quick off the top of my head, looking down the guest list, those are the countries I see just right off the top of my head. So it's an absolutely incredible opportunity for anyone on the globe. In fact, you have the opportunity to be part of an international, next generation, very successful company where your office can be located anywhere in the world. And Sarah, only you get to determine how successful you're going to be. And that's one of the great things about it, is you're not dependent on anybody else on your success. You get to determine it. Welcome to World. World's Project Your Network is where we are enabling the first and only independent global mobile network that's made and owned by we the people. This company has an absolutely incredible story and has a very bright future. If I can stay on the screen. Mr. Galdi is our CEO and our president. Now, Fabio has been in business for well over 20 years. He was born and raised in Italy. He's been ahead of the bell curve when it comes to technology his whole life. He's been an inventor. He's been recognized in many periodicals. His inventions have actually changed the way we do things in life. For instance, he started out very young. In 1994, when he was just 22, he founded the second largest ISP in Italy. It was the fifth largest in the whole of Europe. In 2002, he introduced one of the first touch LCD screens for PCs. Now, if you own anything that has a touch screen, in part you can thank Fabio for that. In 1997, he started Motec International out of Singapore. In 2005, he developed one of the very first successful VoIP platforms. In 2011, with a very pointed focus, he decided to open the network marketing arm of his company. And he did that knowing exactly what he was going to do and how he was going to do it. In 2013, he introduced Power Clouds to that company. This has sold billions of dollars in green energy. And in fact, that product has been voted or announced as the top solar green energy product in the world the last 2 years consecutive. In 2015, the last quarter, he introduced a new technology called MCell 5 gigahertz technology. And if you think people were excited about green energy, just wait till I start telling you about our MCell 5 gigahertz mine. Our products, not only are they exclusive to us, but they're very well suited to the global markets that we see ourselves living in. And that contributes to our huge success in just a short amount of time. Mr. Galdi and our products have been written about in such periodicals as Forbes, Wall Street Journal, Business for Home, and many others. Fabio's been voted one of the top 10 CEOs in direct sales several years running, even though he's only been involved for 4 years. We are ranked right now as the 4th fastest growing company, and you're going to see us go to number 1, especially with the momentum that we're seeing. Alexa has our website rated as the 4th most visited work-from-home website in the world. And folks, in 4 short years, we've created over 10 millionaires now. And that's going to double, triple, and quadruple in the next few years. Now, what's poignant about it is that we haven't just created 10 millionaires in 4 years with less than 1 million associates. What we've done is create 6 of those people that are consistently on the top 150 income earners list worldwide. There is not another company that can even come close to saying they've accomplished that. It is a big tribute to not only our products, but the way Fabio pays the people involved with this company. We have offices all around the world to support our business endeavors. Our corporate headquarters is in Miami, Florida, in the United States. And we're seeing unstoppable growth. In just a few short years, World has become the fastest growing technology company in the direct selling industry. And he's done that with less than 500,000 associates. Right now, we just surpassed 650. We're pushing very quickly towards 700,000 and then 1 million associates. So as you can see, in the overall picture, this is a massive opportunity because we are still a very, very small company in comparison. And that's another, shining star on the company and a tribute to what they've been able to accomplish, especially with less than 1 million distributors worldwide. And World now is ready to launch a new challenge, a challenge called Your Network. The market for communications and mobile technology is experiencing constant and unstoppable growth, and a new golden age is approaching. History is repeating itself again. In the 1990s, we had the invent of the internet with Bill Gates and the first mobile devices with Martin Cooper. These gentlemen were laughed at, scoffed at, told that their inventions would never work. And yet the people that stood behind them are billionaires today. In the 2000s, history repeated itself. Broadband was brought to the marketplace, as well as the e-commerce boom, with companies like Amazon.com. Everybody said, don't invest in a drone. Then the ultimate launch of the smartphone market with the iPhone. Do you know the iPhone had a ton of trouble when Steve Jobs first brought it to market? Yeah, he had an 18-month delay. And then when he did get it to market, there were all kinds of recalls, all kinds of problems. He had investors pull out. Everybody laughed at him and said, see, we told you it wouldn't work. Do you know the people that stood with Amazon.com and with Steve Jobs and Apple are billionaires today because they stood with them? And history is repeating itself now. Today, mobile communication and the latest smartphone are what represent the biggest opportunity I feel in our life. Why? Because when those guys were bringing their products to market, we were not yet a global community. We are now. Because of those products, we now have a global economy. So it makes things actually easier for you and I. And what do we want? What do we need? What do we demand? Full mobility. People don't wish to communicate, don't desire to communicate. They need and demand to be able to stay connected no matter where they are in the world. Think about it. If you get up and head to work and forget your phone, what's the first thing you do, Ken? You turn your car around, you go home, and you get your phone. We go nowhere without our phones. People are using them more and more every day, not just to call on. People use them in the grocery stores to look up their coupons and what sales are on. They use them to navigate when they're driving down the road and communicate. And to just have fun. And we're seeing this like we've never seen anything before with this need to have our phones with us. That's why history is repeating itself. You know, the mobile operators, they've always been the key players in this marketplace of over 4 billion customers. And their annual growth rates exceed 200%. Now, how many of you business owners would love to see a 200% increase year over year? You know, most business owners are happy with 10 to 30%. Go look at these mobile carriers' quarterly earnings reports. You'll see what I'm talking about. They know this, and they know we have very few options. This is why they're so secure in the fact that their revenues are going to exceed $300 billion a year. And it's because of this one very simple secret. They own their network. They know we don't have any other choices. You see, every time, Deja, you send a text message. Hugh, every time you make a phone call. Ken, every single time you surf the internet on the phone, you are giving money to these big operators. Plain and simple. What have they done to earn that money? Well, they took a public network, the 3G, 4G, LTE public network. They went to their respective governments in whatever country they live in, and they said, I would like to buy a license to work on this spectrum. And what a spectrum is a channel. So, for instance, here in the States, T-Mobile operates and has licenses for 1,700 bandwidth in the United States. Then you might have Africa Telecom that works on 2,200, and Vodafone that works on 2,350, and Telstra that works on 2,175. Each of them have their own channel. So they pay those billions of dollars, they get their license, they put up their cell towers, and they sell calling plans to you and I. Well, Fabio had this absolutely simple but brilliant idea. He is building a global, independent mobile network, the only one of its kind. It's made by you and I, the people, and it's owned by us. And he just put patents on it. All he did was take the same exact 4G LTE signal that you already use, and he just put it on a different channel. But instead of going to each government and saying, I'd like a license to be able to operate on this channel, he went to every single country on an unlicensed spectrum, a channel that the governments don't require you to get licensed. It's a public network, the 5 gigahertz. Now you might say, well, why did he choose 5 gigahertz? Well, number one, he doesn't have to have a license to be able to use it. Number two, it's a much broader spectrum than what the cell companies use. They use up in those 1,000 numbers because the higher the frequency, the further the wavelength bounces. This is going back to your science in high school and college. So they don't have to have cell towers on every corner. By using the 5 gigahertz, we get a much stronger signal. It's much lower emissions. It's got no traffic on it. The downside is we have to have more cell towers. That's the only downside. You're actually going to experience clearer calls, and you're going to experience internet speeds up to 4 times faster than what you get now with your current provider. So how do we do this? How does it work? A microcell or a mini cell tower. And each of those mini cell towers becoming a node on our greater network. This is where you and I come in. This is where network marketing steps in. And we all start earning just like a mobile operator. You have the ability to participate in Project Your Network with millions of other people all around the globe just like yourself. Because you're an owner, you also get to participate in the billions of dollars that flow through it. Now, forget about globally right now. Think about this. How would you like to have a penny for every text message, every phone call, and every time someone surfs the internet on your local carrier just in the area you live? Think about how rich you'd be. You get to participate in a global project that will have billions of dollars flowing through it. And because you're an owner and because you're out there building our footprint, you have the distinct privilege of being able to offer products and services that are actually going to help people connect and communicate on a global scale. Welcome to MCell, the only global and independent mobile network that will provide everyone with unlimited data and communications on everything from 3G, 4G, LTE, LTEU, and our MCell signals in more than 80 countries. In fact, now we are approaching 100 countries. I was on the phone with Fabio the other day, and he said he's got a lot of Asia-Pacific rim. Cambodia, Philippines, Taiwan, now coming to him and saying, hey, we want to partner with you too. Because we know 80 plus other countries have. So how does this work? Fabio Galdi has been followed by the biggest telecom companies in the world for many years. They knew he was on to something, and all of them are facing a crisis in the next 3 to 4 years. They are not going to be able to keep up with the demand that we put on them out of bandwidth. So they invited him. They all belong to this thing called the WBA, Wireless Alliance. You can look them up online. They invited him to San Jose, California this last October to their international meeting. They wanted him to give a demo to all of them on exactly how his technology works. And he did. And he walked there with over 200 cell partners worldwide in over 80 countries. Now, since October, we're pushing 100 countries and have added many more telecom partners. So we get to work, we get access to their 3G networks in now almost 100 countries. Now we gave them something as well. We gave them the ability to offload some of their customers, some of their traffic onto our network. Now I don't know how those contracts are written. We will never know. In fact, we will never know what companies those contracts are written with in each country, because that's a private contract. But what I can tell you is that it will work on the open 3G network in almost 100 countries now, flawlessly, just like your cell phone works now. It'll work on the 4G, LTE, LTEU, and MCell signals because we own this signal. Just like Telstra owns theirs, and Vodacom owns theirs, and T-Mobile owns theirs, we own ours. The only way you connect to T-Mobile is by having a phone with their SIM card that connects to the towers that gives you their signal. It sends their signal back to your phone, and you're able to communicate. We don't work any differently. Absolutely, John, we have a huge team in Canada. And the person that invited you here will show you the list of the countries. This will work any country in the world. There is not any place that our MCell will not work, because the 5 gigahertz signal is a free channel in every country. The only thing we have to do is put up more cell towers. So, John, that's a great question. How do we make this happen for you? It's very simple. All you have to do is install a revolutionary device called a space station. It is a mini cell tower. You put this in your office, in your home, in the coffee shop, restaurant, the fire department, the police department, the library, kids' school, the community center, your doctor's office. You put them everywhere. This space station becomes your own mini cell tower or microcell. It handles all of your connection and communication needs. And it's the only device in the world that will allow you to earn money just like those mobile operators are earning. This is your network. You become an owner, and your space station, mini cell tower, becomes a node on our greater network worldwide. This becomes your communication service and your connection provider. You will no longer need to pay absorbent amounts of money to your local carrier. You will no longer have to worry about data caps, about paying per call. You can call and talk to anybody you want, anytime you want, for as long as you want. And it's affordable to everyone in the world. Every single time a member of our community connects to any point of our network, they can be in Tasmania, they can be in the Philippines, they can be in Antarctica, they can be in the United States, South America, or Russia. As long as they're connecting through our space stations, using our phones, that money stays with you and I. Does everybody get that? So, the more space stations, Sarah, that we install ourselves, or by encouraging others to do, the bigger our footprint, the more money we all make. So now that I've talked about our signal and kind of demystified that, we're not doing anything weird or crazy. We have over 200 partners in telecoms, existing telecoms worldwide. Now let's talk about the products and services that we offer that can connect to our MCell signal. Introducing Internet Inside and our MSIM. Our MSIM is a standalone product. You can buy this by itself and put it into any existing phone. Now you will need a dual SIM phone. What does this SIM card do? It gives you, with no hidden fees, just a one-time yearly cost of $119. It gives you access to the local 3G, 4G networks in more than 80 countries and gives you 52 gigabytes of data per month, not per year. For $119 a year, that's $9.91 American every month for 52 gigabytes of data. I guarantee this comes 3G, 4G ready. You get it, you punch it out to the size you need, you put it in your existing phone. If you don't have a dual SIM phone, I've got a fix for that as well. It will automatically keep you connected in more than 80 countries. When you travel from country to country, you're not going to have to worry about running out of data or paying absorbent fees to some company to allow you to make a phone call or send a text message. We also are going to give you unlimited MCell messaging and unlimited WhatsApp with never a charge, because we've now partnered with WhatsApp. Guys, I'm telling you, there's nothing like this in the world. Now, this is a data-only SIM card. I need to make sure people understand that. It's not going to give you voice, but we have a fix for that as well. Introducing our SpacePhone 5GS. Now, before I talk about the phone, I want to talk about what comes in the phone. You know that MSIM that I just talked about? It is embedded in the phone. When you get the phone, without ever connecting to any service, ours or anybody else's. You turn the phone on after you charge it, and you immediately have access to 52 gig of data per month for the next 12 months. It came in the price of the phone. There are no monthly charges, there are no hidden fees, you'll never get another bill for the next 12 months. Now let's talk about the phone, because it's an incredible piece of equipment. One of the first questions people ask is, who makes it? We do. The next question they say is, well, I've never heard of you. Well, guys, 10 years ago, you'd never heard of Samsung, HTC, Apple iPhone, yet you just took for granted those would work. But let me reassure you how great of a product this is. Mr. Galdi has been an inventor all his life, as I told you. He makes all of his own products. He has his own research and development department and his own facilities where he makes all of his products. But you might say, well, I've never heard of you. Is it really a quality product? I guess we can all agree that Apple is a good product. The iPhone's a strong, sturdy product. How about Samsung, HTC, LG? Those are all good products, right? You know, every single one of those companies hired a gentleman named Antonio DeRosso. He's designed phones for all of them, yes, including iPhones. Well, he just happens for the last 12 months to be on permanent staff with us. So he's exclusive to us now. He designed our space phone. He designed our space stations. Now this phone is Android based. It will do anything that any other smartphone will do. It's got all the bells and whistles. But it is the only phone in the will work on 2G, 3G, 4G, LTE, LTU, and our MCell signal. And it will work anywhere in the world. It comes with a 1-year manufacturer's warranty. You don't have to worry about that against manufacturing defects. If you drop it and break the screen, that's on you. But you can get it replaced very inexpensively with this company. We sell our space phone and our space station in a bundle. And for obvious reasons. You want to have the signal via the space station and be an owner. And by the way, by just getting that space station, ordering it now, plugging it in when you get it, and letting it sit, that's worth about $50 a month or so right now as owner, as your shares. And that's going to do nothing but go up because that's only with the pre-sales. Now these come in 2 colors, white with gold trim, black with silver trim. The space station is about the size of a salad plate. You just sit it on a shelf somewhere when you get it. You take it out of the box, put it on the shelf, put the batteries in it, and plug it into your existing internet or your router via an Ethernet cord. And you just let it sit there. Keep it on all the time. This is your cell tower. And you're going to get paid shares just for letting it sit there. And yes, you can buy as many of these as you want. We've got a sheikh in the Arab nations that has bought tens of thousands of these. We got another gal just the other day from Tunisia, Africa. She purchased 100 of them because she knows she gets 32 shares right now for every space station she owns and just sets out there. And it gives other people free Wi-Fi. Now this is also a docking station for your phone. It charges the phone. It also can be used as a loudspeaker and a stereo. It's got an LCD display, so it has a clock and alarms on it and all kinds of good things. But most importantly, it makes you an owner in the company and allows you to earn shares. Now when we first saw this, we were all like, oh my God, this is so great. But Fabio, how do we take it in our car? How do we take it to the beach? How can we be portable? Well, it was about that time that he was writing all the contracts with over 200 cellular partners worldwide. So he turned to Antonio DeRosso. He said, Antonio, I need you to design me and build rather quickly a mini space station that people can carry their 5 gigahertz signal with them. And this is what they came up with. This is a super compact and smart way to take your 5 gigahertz signal with you wherever you go. Now keep in mind, when you live in one of our 80 countries, now approaching 100 countries, you're seamlessly going to go from GSM to MCell, wherever you're at, whatever the strongest signal is. You're never going to know the difference. It'll be just like you travel today and your cell phone just works. This is not some weird technology, guys. Make sure you're understanding that this is the same technology that's already out there. We've just made it better. And we've put it on a private network so that you can earn from it. Now, the mini space station fits in your pocket or your purse. You can just set it on the dashboard of your car, and you can have the ability to call anywhere in the world, surf the internet, do anything you need to do wherever you're at any time. Now, if you live outside one of the countries that is listed as you can still use our 5 gigahertz signal, and you can still use the mini space station if you want. You would just need to plug it into an Ethernet port. Because if you live outside the listed countries, that means we are not yet partnered with any telecom companies in your country. When we're partnered with telecom countries in your companies in your country, then you'll be able to just use the local GSM network as well as our MCell network. And that is happening in more and more countries every single day. So just because your country is not listed, it's fair. You can still use our 5 gigahertz signal. Now, if you don't think we're an industry pioneer by the products I've just shown you, this one is going to blow your mind. Space Lumina are the first smart glasses to market, beating Google, Epson, and Oculus. They're not just a pair of smart glasses, though. These have been put on the short list to be the Wi-Fi product of the year by the Wireless Broadband Alliance. Now, we're going up against the biggest companies in the world, folks, the brightest people in the world, and Fabio's right up there with them. In fact, this will probably win the Wi-Fi product of the year. Not only are these a pair of smart glasses, but you don't have to be tethered to anything. You've got your 5 gigahertz signal built right in, so it could replace your phone. If you don't want to replace your phone, you can always just hook these up to your phone via Bluetooth, and they will be your headset. But they're much more than that. Right here is a built-in octa-core processor. This is actually a fully functioning computer and will do anything and everything that any other computer out there will do and more. You can also leave your GoPro camera at home, because right there, right in between your eyes, is a camera. It will take stills and video on the go, but it gets better. We have something called Infinity View. This allows you to view a screen from 50 to 420 inches, all in HD, high definition. And we will have something called Space Media. Space Media will allow you for a small fee every month to, if you choose to, get rid of your television, your Wii, your Xbox, your Nintendo, your radio, because this will replace everything. Space Media will allow you to, right through your glasses, stream live television, movies, live sports events, concerts, theater, education for your kids, exercise programs, even, my mind just went absolutely blank, even live gaming, worldwide live gaming. It's massive. I don't do it, but there are a lot of people out there that do. And they're going to be thrilled and are thrilled from the people we've talked to, because we have built into these glasses also 3D and surround sound, theater quality, both through bone conduction and earbuds. Guys, this is your virtual reality. There's nothing that can compare to it. These glasses are light. They weigh less than 4 ounces. They come in both fashion and prescription lenses. You say, well, what happens if my prescription changes? Do I have to buy a whole new pair? No. Fabio thought of that. All you have to do is order a new set of lenses from the company with your new prescription. You pop the old ones out, you put the new ones in, and you're good to go. You can control this computer not only through a plug-and-play keyboard and a virtual keyboard, but also through gesture and voice control as well. You can tell it what to do. And the see-through view allows you to wear these pretty much anywhere. You can't wear them in a shower. You don't want to wear them in the hot tub. They're, a steam room. They are an electronic device, and as of today, they're not waterproof. It wouldn't surprise me if Fabio comes out with a waterproof pair. The man's a genius. But you can wear these while you're driving a car, riding a bike, working out at the gym, playing with the kids, walking the dog in the park, cooking in the kitchen. It doesn't matter. And the glasses are going to give you feedback. Driving a car, it's going to tell you how fast you're going, what direction you're going, how to avoid traffic, how long it's going to take you to get to your destination, how many miles you've traveled. When you're exercising, it's going to tell you how many steps you've taken, how high you've climbed, what your breathing rate is, what your pulse rate is. It's going to tell you how many punches you threw, how many kicks you made, calories you burned. All kinds of things. Even when you're cooking in the kitchen, it'll play you a video and give you step-by-step directions on how to make that recipe. And don't think you can just use them for things like that. What about big construction companies all around the world? You know, you could actually, just like the movie The Kingsman, you could have a general contractor on a job site run into a problem. His engineer is in another city or another country, and he calls the engineer right from his glasses and says, "Dude, we got a problem here." The engineer puts his glasses on. The contractor pulls up in 3D view exactly where the problem is on the job site. The engineer sees the problem in real time, virtual reality. In 3D view, he sees everything. He pulls up the blueprints, they make the changes, and voila, problem averted. These can be used in so many different areas of life, it isn't funny. Guys, these are all the pre-sales. Now, you're not going to see them on the internet on our website for about another 3 to 4 weeks until Mr. Galdi has fulfilled all of the pre-sales. Then they will be back on our website and anybody will be able to order them. They are incredible. Now, let's switch speeds right now and go from our services and our products to how you make money, because I know that's important to everybody. We give you a business suite of tools that gives you everything that you need to build your business. A website, a back office, an e-wallet, all kinds of marketing material, banners, flyers, business cards, all kinds of stuff, videos. The company does incredible videos, all very professional. We even give you a webinar room just like this one. And we have some packages that you can get started with. However, this company, staying in compliance worldwide, does not charge anybody to get started. You can join this company for free if you choose to. You can even earn commissions by never even having to purchase a product. But we know that people want our product. And Mr. Galdi is very solid in that fact. He knows that we've got great products and great prices. So we offer some getting started packages. The Master Pack is a one-time $590. Now that's a great price considering you're going to get a brand new space phone and that MCell in it so that you can stay connected for a year with 52 gigs of data every month. You're going to get your business suite of tools and you're going to get 1 month of your phone service plan with us. Now that's a great price for all of that. I think you would agree. And you can get that phone and put your local, whoever you're with now, whoever you have your service with, you can put that local SIM card in this phone and do fine. You can just keep paying that other company and make calls. But I looked at this and I went, wait a minute. I want to be an owner. I want to use the I want to save on my monthly plan. So we have the Executive Pack. This is a one-time $890 American. This gives you not only the phone and the SIM card, it gives you your business suite of tools, 1 month of service, but it also makes you an owner and gives you that 32X space station. Now, if you purchase this package by Monday, this coming Monday at midnight, Pacific Time USA, so for those of you, Hugo, in South Africa, that's going to be Tuesday for you. Okay? If you purchase this by then, be able to earn $180 in Fast Start bonuses if you're the person selling it. But you're also, if you purchase this, going to get a really, really cool thank you gift worth $230 because Mr. Galdi is going to give you at no charge that mini space station so that you can be portable in more than 80 countries, now approaching 100 countries, with our 5 gigahertz signal. This is a killer deal, folks. A killer deal. Mr. Galdi is doing it because he wants to get our footprint as big as possible before we go live. Now let's talk about our Stay Connected profile. This has to do with your MSIM and the data you receive. If you are in one of the 80 countries that we have partners in, you're going to get, first of all, we break down the countries via zones. If your country's not listed here, don't worry, I'll talk about that in a minute. But you'll find your country in one of these zones. That's going to tell you how much 3G data you get on your local carrier as you're moving around your city. It's also going to tell you that you get 50 gigabytes of 4G LTE, LTU, and MCell in those areas. And you get unlimited data when you are on your space station. So if your phone is connected to the local 3G, 4G networks, okay, 3G network in your country, you're going to get this amount of data while you're traveling around. So you're not on your space station. You're simply using your phone. You are going to get 50 gigabytes per month of 4G data and unlimited when you're solely connected to your space station. So if you live outside one of the countries that's listed here, as long as you're on your space station, the only thing that you will not get is the data on the go until we have a partner in your country. So I hope that makes sense for everybody. And South Africa, you're already listed here. Ghana, Nigeria, Mozambique, Tunisia, several other African countries are already listed here. Canada's already listed here. Australia, New Zealand, many countries are already listed here. So you don't have to worry about that. Now let's move on to the two calling plans that we offer. We offer the first one. This will work on 3G, 4G, LTE, LTU, and MCell. It is $65 a month American. But let me show you what you get for that. You get unlimited calling nationally in whatever country you're in, and if you travel to any of our other 80 countries, you'll get unlimited national calling, both on the local GSM networks and our MCell network. Unlimited. You are going to get unlimited international calls to any country in the world on our MCell signal. You're going to get 2 times the 4G data. So you have 50 gigs, now you're going to get 100 gigs of data a month. Nobody's ever going to run out of data. You're also going to get double the 3G data. So instead of half to 2 gigs, you're going to get 1 to 4 gigs for when you're on the go. You're going to get 512 gigs of additional secure cloud storage space, unlimited live message translations into 50 different languages. And you're also going to get included in this price a 1,000-seat video conference room, just like the one you're in today. All for $65 a month. But I'm not finished, am I, Ken? If you stay connected to this plan for 12 consecutive, the thing is going to send you every 12 months a brand new, up-to-date, newest technology space phone. All you have to do is pay for shipping. You're also going to be eligible for 1% extra weekly commissions in the binary, and I'll go over that in a minute. Our other calling plan solely works in 4G, LTE, LTEU, and MCell. This has everything any other plan has, except you have no 3G data. So if you were to travel into an area that's only 3G, you would not have any data. Now you can pick and choose your plans and change them. This one is just $49 a month. Keep in mind, no 3G data at all. If you stay connected to this plan for 12 months, you'll get the new phone. You'll also get that extra 1% in the binary. Only World can give you these kinds of benefits, folks. We're unique. We're innovative. We are one of a kind. No other company will allow you to earn every time someone uses a smartphone. So let me ask you, John, do you know anybody in Canada or around the world that uses a smartphone on a daily basis? We know the answer is a resounding yes. We all know people that use phones. And finally, here's a company that had a brilliant idea that is going to allow you to be an owner and not possibly succeed, but probably succeed. Now we have 4 main revenue streams and 15 commissions and bonuses. And there are infinite ways for you to succeed. We are here. Deja's here. Ken's here. Kim is here. Rod is here. Hugo's here. We are all here, and so many others, to help you make your sales. We are here to help you build your team. This is so you can share in the company's revenue and live the lifestyle of your dreams. Now notice I said help. Didn't say build your team for you. But I can guarantee you're going to get all of the help that you need, and even a helping hand. We earn 10% every time we move a product. So you sell a product, you're going to earn 10%. Our binaries pay once every week. Now this works a little bit differently than any other binary. And folks, I'm going to go through this fairly fast. The person that invited you here will get you all the details. We pay you on both legs, unlike other companies that will only pay you on one leg. You don't have to balance your volume or anything like that. Our residual income is paid weekly instead of monthly. The Fidelity membership is when you stay active on a plan for 12 months. The company every week looks at your binary pay. They take 1% of whatever that is out of their profits. They put it into your membership box. At the end of 12 months, if you've stayed active, they're going to send you a big fat check with a pretty new phone as a thank you. The Team Developer and Brick Bonus is one of the most important commissions we have. This is how we develop teams, and this is why we are being so successful. In this company, to max out the comp plan, there's you. All you ever have to do is get two that get to themselves. Just remember this, 2 who get 2 is all I ever have to do. And this is what I mean by giving you a hand up. For those of us that have big lists and attract a lot of people, we're going to help those of you that are out there working, but maybe are struggling, that don't have a big list. We will personally sponsor people under you and actually give you some sponsorships as they come along. Because our goal is to get everybody on our team to Team Developer. Because we know then you're making good money and you're building a great organization. Your recognition bonuses come by volume only. You don't have to go out there and sponsor 10 million people. So by building a strong team, you automatically grow in rank, just like we do. The generational matching bonuses are huge. There's no cap on these. We pay 7 generations deep. That's why we can sometimes gift somebody to you. And we pay between 5 and 45% cumulatively down those 7 generations. Every commission on this page you must be an owner to receive. So you must be subscribed as an executive. Their bonus pool is product specific. One of those products just happens to be the space station. Mr. Galdi takes 5% of every sale. He puts it into that builder bonus pool, and at the end of the month divides that up between shares. You get as many shares as you own. So if you own a 32X space station, you get 32 shares. Right now that's worth just over, it's over $50 a month now. Just for sitting there on a shelf and staying on. If you own 2 32s, you get 64 shares. If you don't own one, you don't get paid in this. The offload residual pool, as we build our footprint, is going to be massive. You earn shares in this, but this one, you earn extra shares. John, whoever invited you here today, when you decide to come on board and you are an owner at one of our space stations to improve our footprint, the person that invited you here is going to get an extra share in this bonus pool. Our millionaire bonus pools for our president millionaires and only. The company takes 1% of the gross sales and splits it between those that are qualified. We have not 1 but 2 car bonuses with this company, either $1,000 a month or $4,000 a month. This is so you can afford to drive the car that you choose to drive. not the one that you have to drive because it's all you can afford. Our luxury bonus is given out at President Gold. This is Mr. Galdi's way of saying, you know what, thank you so much for giving you some recognition. The Diamond Tour bonus is one of my favorites because most companies will never allow you to travel with them until you hit the highest ranks of the company. This company turns that upside down. You hit Diamond and above and you hold that volume. 3 to 4 times a year, Mr. Galdi is going to give you an invite to some of the most exclusive resorts in the world. And soon, you'll be able to visit our own Diamond Life Resort that we're building in Dubai. These happen 3 to 4 times a year. All you have to do is pay for your airfare to get there. Fabio covers everything else. I mean everything. And when this man throws a party, let me tell you, you're treated like royalty. I'll talk more about that in a minute. The Millionaire Club bonus is reserved for President Millionaires. They travel more with the company. In fact, Lamia Batib, we've got 2 very important meetings coming up here around the world, but here in the States. We've got a meeting February 20th and 21st that all of you need to plan on attending. I don't care where it's held in the United States, you need to be to this meeting. And if you have the wherewithal from outside of North America, from South Africa, from Australia, from Spain, Portugal, wherever, you need to get to these meetings. I am telling you, it will change your life. And then in March, Lamia Batib will actually be coming to meet me, and we'll be doing some local meetings. Now let's talk about our next Diamond Life event. The next Diamond Life event is in Bali in April, and everybody in this room can qualify to get there with some hard work. Hit Diamond 4 times or more by March 22nd. It doesn't even have to be consecutively, and you're going to Bali. It's up to you. You can become an owner with us today. Install your space station and start making money. You can choose to build a business with us as well. Tell your friends and family because they're already complaining about their service. Timing and opportunity are everything, and they come and go in our life many times. Seldom do they collide in our life, but that's what's happening now. I've handed you the best opportunity, I believe, that's out there. We are huge. We work in the largest markets in the world. We're a solid company. And from showing you our products, I think you can agree they're exclusive. We've got something that nobody else has. The timing is perfect right now because we're just launching all of these products. You have the ability to be the Steve Jobs, the Bill Gates, the Amazon.com, with proven technology this time around. Now you can choose to walk away from this webinar and say, hey Ruth, thanks, but no thanks, I don't use a cell phone. Don't worry, we'll keep in touch with you. We've got people coming to us and asking us if they can sign up. We've got people daily now that just go to your website and sign up, and then you get an email saying, oh, you've got a new consultant, you don't even know who it is. Susan in Canada's had that happen like 6 times now. Kim's had it happen. I've had it happen. Many people have had it happen. We would like you to choose to become part owner with us by getting back with the person that invited you here, getting your questions answered, and getting started today so you can live life on your own terms. Live your dream, not your boss's dream. Start treating yourself to the life you've always dreamed and deserve. I don't know what that is. For some of you, it may be buying a new yacht. For others of you, it may just be buying food to put on the table for next week. The Stay Connected Tour, if you're anywhere near any of these countries, get to the meeting. It will be one of the only times in the world that you will be able to meet the executive team without being diamond or higher. World is your network, Diana. We would love for you to be part of us. Get back to the person that invited you here. They'll get your questions answered, and we will get you started today. You have a very limited time for this special with the free mini space station and the special pricing. So let's get you up and running. Thank you all. If you're new here, I am going to play a very short but very intriguing video for you. This is going to show you just some of the things that our Space Lumina will do. I think it was John that asked how much the Space Lumina are selling for. Right at $2,000, John. Right at 2K. Very well priced for the product that they are. Very well priced. So for those of you that can stick around for 3 more minutes, I really want you to see this video because it will astound you as to what glasses will do. We will be back here tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Bring a few folks with you, okay? Yes, John, the space station as an owner guarantees you a monthly check. All right, guys, here's that. Thank you.
Didn't record.